to bottom. I do not have anything on my face right now. So I'm going to start with my eye cream. This is just a Retinol eye cream, generic brand. Just going to get a little bit on there. And this quarantine has got everybody in a tizzy because we keep getting misinformation and we don't know when things are going to go back to whatever normal is. Driving us all crazy. Going to go in with my First Aid Beauty cream, which can be used for hands or face, but it's the repair cream. Get a little dollop on there. It goes a long way. It spreads really, really nicely and absorbs into the skin really well. And so I think it's important to do your makeup and doll yourself up once in a while. I understand that when we don't have anywhere to go except the grocery store sometimes, it's like, I don't really want to do that. Some of us didn't dress up a lot to begin with. But I think that you should just once in a while make yourself feel good, give yourself a little bit of a prep up. And then a little extra step I have this Murad Invisiscar resurfacing treatment. It's to help reduce scarring from acne, and guess who needs that? And I don't put this everywhere, just along places where I need the resurfacing, I guess. And I think every day to help, you should also give yourself a goal. Like just one little goal. Maybe read a chapter from a book. I have everything laid out and I have it memorized. That's why if you're like, I thought you couldn't see without your glasses. I can't. This is the Milani eye primer. And I have like a 10 times magnified mirror right here. And just a little bit on the finger. I've never confirmed if using your ring finger actually applies less pressure to your eyes or not. So I have no idea if that's true, but he's off again. I'm trying to give my eyes a break from my contact lenses, and so that's why I have my glasses on today. This is a Heavenly brush that comes with the CC cream. This is the It Cosmetics CC cream in light, and I do roughly half a pump to cover my whole face, and even that sometimes seems like a bit much. But I mostly do that for coverage purposes. So I'm going to do a little blotting around and then going in. This is my Boing brightening concealer. And I'm going to just use, again, going in with the ring finger. Under the eyes. And then I know most people don't like to use brightening concealers as regular concealers, but I always find that they have a really nice amount of coverage, and once you blend it in, it's really not a big deal. I'm gonna reuse my brush. And I don't need a separate brush to get under. Alright, then on top of that, I'm going to go in, this is my NYX Jumbo Pencil in Milk. How old school is that? For those of you who remember, this used to be the thing that you needed. So I'm just going to kind of messily put that onto the eye. There's no wrong or right here because I'm going to take my finger again, that was upside down, and just blend it out. I have a bunch of these, a pack of these sponge tip applicators that I'm trying to use up during this little quarantine problem of ours. And I'm going to go in with a lemon yellow color. It's called Lemmy, and it's just a really bright lemon color. Just gonna put that right onto the lid. I'm gonna go like 3/4 of the lid. I'm not gonna cover the external outer corner too much, and just put that flat tip sponge tip applicators. I don't have a problem applying them with lid colors or inner corner colors, but you really just cannot get a good blend like you can with a brush. Now I have an interesting lid situation where if I go like this, I have a lot more space, but then I end up with this little flap. So I have to take my color up a little higher into the crease. That way it shows. And even though it ends up looking like a lot when I open my eyes or close my eyes like this, but when they're in This is the Wet n Wild color Brulee, which is very similar to Max Creme Brulee. And I'm going to use a clean sponge tip applicator and use this as my highlight color. Again, I don't mind using these for some corner. I'm going to take the top of this and I'm going to use Emily Noel's Makeup Revolution Needs palette and the highlight color Gratitude, and just pop that right into the inner corner. I'm going to be using NYX Pure White or Blanco. Oh, I wasn't ready for the sharpness of that. Mascara, I'm going to be using Smashbox's Fanned Out Mascara. This is a sample that I had. Oh, let me get my Shoey More eyelash curler. Let's get that in here. Curl the lashes first before we go doing anything. A blushy color, which is why I prefer to use it for a blush as opposed to eyeshadow. This just isn't a color that appeals to me for eyeshadow unless it's for a cosplay look of some kind or a costume. But it just gives such a nice natural flush to the skin. And then I'm going to be using, I believe this is, what is this? This is Wet n Wild Cream Contour. Just gonna bounce this around in a few places. Contour brush from Real Techniques to do all of my blending of my contour. I'm going to be using the Revlon HD Matte Lip Color in Crush, and it is just a really soft pink with a little hint of lilac. It's just soft and it plays with the look overall. I was just in my big mirror to put my hair up and realized that I did not blend this contour down here. Just sat here doing my lips and thinking I looked all pretty, and I had unblended contour. Alright, so I chose my light pink wig for this particular spring occasion. So there we go. And I hope that you all have a nice spring, maybe do some gardening, and I will see you for the next one. Bye!